What's up, guys? My name is Travis. I'm one of the owners over here at Krystal Vision. Chances are, if you found this video, you're either on our website or you found our YouTube page. Either way, that's awesome. Thanks for checking us out, and we hope you stick around to see what makes us a little bit different. You know, with this video, I wanted to take a quick second and just tell you guys a little bit about what is different when you come to Krystal Vision or you work with us. We feel like we're pretty unique, and there's only a handful of opticals that you're going to find in the US that's going to offer things similar to what we have to offer. So stick around. I'll go over a few points really quick and you guys can see what you think. And if you have questions, feel free to comment, feel free to reach out, whether that's email or phone call. We're always happy to talk glasses and talk eyewear. It's one of our favorite things. It's literally our lives. It seems like where we're a family-owned business, our conversations revolve around the optical world rather than the quote-unquote real world, right? But here's what we have to offer. Let me know what you think. And like I said, any questions, please let us know. So one of our favorite things that we do a little bit differently than other people is we try to carry brands that you probably have never heard of. We've all heard of Oakley and Ray-Ban, or we've all heard of, you know, Tom Ford or Gucci or those quote-unquote name brands, right? We don't carry any of that because we don't believe in carrying mass-produced eyewear. We really believe in quality over quantity, and we want to carry brands from small businesses like ourselves that, you know, are actually manufacturing their eyewear rather than just licensing a name. And they have their own factories. They have the quality control, the design control, you know, the ability to choose their own colors, a lot of things like that. So some of those brands, I just want to run through them really quick. You know, right here, we have got Kala. Kala is made in the Bay Area. They've been made in the US since the 90s. One of the few brands that's still manufacturing eyewear here in the US, which is awesome. They have really perfected the round. I mean, they have got so many different variations of it. Just to show you a couple of my personal favorites really quick. Beautiful polish on that too. Or Tabrin, one of the girls that works with us, wears this yellow one. Gorgeous, super fun. They have so many different variations of a round frame. You would think all you have to do is draw a circle, right? And there you go, you have a round frame. No, there's so many different things they've done, from bridge fits to sizes to colors. They really have upped the game when it comes to round especially, but all of their acetate eyewear and even their metal eyewear is gorgeous and great quality. This shelf right here, which I know you guys can't see all of it, and I don't want to take a bunch of time, I will highlight these guys later on. This is Rain. These guys are based out of California and really have those classic surf vibes. Their frames are incredibly well made for the price. Typically you'd think they'd be a lot more expensive for how well they're made. They utilize real rivets. They use really cool, unique acetates, and their styles can be worn from, you know, a high schooler all the way up to a retiree and everyone in between. They really have something for everyone, and they're just comfortable, well-made frames. This top shelf here, this is all made by a company called Studio Optics, which is owned by the Urkers family out of St. Louis. They've been in the optical world for, I think, well over 100 years. They make some really cool stuff. The two lines that we carry the most of are Northwest 77th, which you'll find here. They do some cool like pops of color, some really cool rubber coatings on their stainless steel, but that gives you an idea of like that coral color with the teal behind it. This is one of my personal favorites. And this other line over here is called Urkers 1879, and this has some really cool acetate styles. They do have some cool stainless styles too, but just great classic shapes, you know, good colors, very neutral, very easy to wear, but great nonetheless. This bottom shelf, we have Kala down here, which you can see a little bit of, more round frames like we were saying. And then we have Moto Eco, which has been one of our most popular lines for years. Very lightweight, very great pops of color. The Ecos all come with an integrated sunglass clip-on that's polarized, so it's gonna help with glare on those really bright and sunny days. But great options. One thing they are doing new recently is their 3D printing frames. So this one right here is a very cool option that is completely 3D printed. Super lightweight. All of their metals utilize titanium. And like I said, those Ecos do have sunglass clips. They've got them for men and women. Here's one just to show you guys. Super seamless. They just pop right off. Sunglass clip separate, hold it up, and you got sunglasses. So awesome option for that person that just wants one frame to kind of get them by, whether they're outside doing yard work or, you know, really anything, driving at night. You can swap clips and kind of move things around. So those are some of the unique lines. One other one, which is my personal favorite that we carry, Leibach and York, which is made in Slovenia. These guys are all acetate frames, but they do some of my favorite styles. This is the Amsterdam, super chunky. Blaj, the owner, does ultra rare runs of a lot of his frames, so this being one of them. You can kind of see that acetate. I actually made a frame that's very similar, made from the same plate. One of my personal favorites. They've got a bunch of styles to choose from, and he keeps releasing more, but they're so balanced, incredible polish. You know, they deserve a whole video of their own, so we'll go over them in the future too. But those are a handful of the brands that we carry. You probably haven't heard of any of them before, but keep an eye out for a brand highlight video or whatever you want to call it here in the future, so you can learn some more about them and what they have to offer, you know, why we choose to carry them over a lot of the quote-unquote name brands. So another thing I wanted to talk about real quick, and something we will touch on later on quite a bit and kind of show you guys really what the process entails, is our custom made-to-measure eyewear. You know, you're probably hearing custom and thinking, oh, cool, he can just change the color of the frame, so they're not all gonna look the same. But honestly, when I do a consult, I tell my clients, I say, if you can dream it, there's a good chance we can make it happen. So what does custom entail? It means we can take so many different colors and options. I mean, here are just 5 of just various colors, some pretty blues. This one's kind of hard to see unless I can get the light. You can see there's some teal that peeks through with those gray stripes throughout it. But I can take these, whatever color you want. There's hundreds, if not thousands, to choose from. And I can make it into a frame exactly like I'm wearing. So you can kind of see, this is one I've made for myself. One of my favorites. It's just easy to wear with the gray striations through it. Nice little crystal temple on the side to give it a little bit of pop. But you can see it fits my bridge really well. A little bit of an oversized look, but I've got a minimal RX, so we decided to go a little bit bigger. But truly, as long as I can cut it out of a plate about this size, which I can get bigger plates if we need to, we can make just about anything happen, and we can make it fit you how it's supposed to fit. Here's a few that I've been working on to give you kind of an idea of the possibilities. This one's kind of fun and different. Wide bridge on me, but it's a cool double bar with a layered plate, so you can see that Tokyo Tort. Once this gets all polished up, you'll be able to see that Tokyo Tort through the front. This is a shape I actually wear in a couple of colors. So round on the bottom, squared off on top. This color is one of my personal favorites. Blues, but it gets those purples through there too. So kind of fun. Still fairly neutral. Blue usually wears pretty neutral. And this is an acetate from Japan, which I am just starting to work with and really liking it. I've been told from a lot of manufacturers that Japanese acetate will hold a polish better than a typical Chinese acetate for sure, but even the Italian stuff like Mazzucchelli, it'll hold its polish longer because it has a harder surface. So kind of a cool Tokyo Tort in that. Nice classic round shape. But we can go as crazy as you want, we can go as classic as you want. You choose the colors. I help design the shape with obviously your input. You tell me what you want changed. We'll make usually starting with 3 to 5 designs, and we'll tweak those until we're happy with them. Then we make prototypes for you to hold up and see what that front's gonna look like. And after that, the fun begins where we cut out your frame, and a couple weeks later, it's polished, it's put together, it's ready for lenses if it doesn't already have them, and you're out with a one-of-a-kind piece that is literally made just for you, just like a fine tailored suit. So keep an eye out for more videos on the custom stuff. It is something really different, and we love to do it. It's, you know, been a cool niche to find people that really want something different, something unique, and something that's made specifically for them. So keep a lookout for that. So another thing we do that's a little bit different than a lot of opticals is we actually finish our lenses here in-house. And what that means is we take, let me grab one really fast. We take a lens that looks like this, and we cut it down into a shape like this. So this allows us to control the quality of the jobs that we turn out. So our labs are notorious for grinding the thinnest lenses, and we can take that with the frame that we've chosen and make a perfect pair of glasses for you. So to give you kind of an idea, this is a really high prescription. I think this is like a -850. You can see the image displacement. Obviously, the minification is pretty exaggerated here. But if I show you this, typically what you would find on a lens of this prescription is a really thick edge. And you can see by cutting our lenses here in-house, there is not an edge sticking out. I was able to move the bevel and change the curve to get that hidden, and we're pretty stoked on this job. This is one of the more fun ones, but it also allows us to do some different things like wrap sunglasses in prescription. So a lot of people would send these out, or they would probably just tell you, sorry, can't be done. Wrapped sunglasses were not made to have prescription lenses put in them. We don't buy that. You can see there's a ton of curve in there. We do those in-house, and we have a lot of options to get, even if you have a higher prescription, that wrapped pair of sunglasses that you've always wanted. So we finished everything, like I said. Very rarely, if we do have to send something out, we partner with a lab in New York, Drill Specialty. Martine, that owns that, and his team do incredible specialty finish work. I couldn't recommend them more. So that's one other thing that we do a little bit differently. And, you know, I've got one more thing I wanted to touch on really fast, and then we'll kind of go on our way, and you guys can keep an eye out for some new videos. So the last thing I wanted to touch on while we have you guys here is, I know every business is going to tell you, especially the owner, you know, our customer service is the best. You'll never find anybody better. Well, I'm going to say the same thing. I really do believe our team follows that golden rule, and we really try to adhere to that. We treat every single person that walks through the door better than we would even be expected to be treated ourselves. So we really try to go the extra mile, whether that's repairing a frame that's 6 or 7 years old, but it's your favorite and it broke and it's no longer made, or just finding an affordable pair of glasses to get you by because you don't want to break the bank. Or, I mean, like we talked about earlier, a custom-made frame that has all the bells and whistles. We really try to have all of those options laid out for you. And our goal is to get you to see the best, look the best, and have the best experience you've ever had picking out glasses. So come talk to us. You know, if you ever have questions, whether you've bought from us in the past, whether you're looking to, whether you just have questions about glasses, feel free to reach out to us. We love talking about eyewear. We're family owned, so literally it is our lives. A lot of people will make small talk around the dinner table, or we'll talk about how your day went. We talk about glasses, whether it's a new brand, whether it's a new frame, whether it's a new design we've come up with. You know, our lives literally revolve around eyewear and prescription lenses and the eyewear industry. So you could kind of call us eyewear nerds in a way, which we would take as a compliment any day of the week. So thanks for checking us out. Like I have said probably 1,000 times already, if you have questions or if you have comments, leave them below or reach out to us, whether that's through a comment, an email, a phone call. Our chat feature will hopefully be live on the website soon. And we'd just love to hear from you and hopefully help you find that next pair of glasses to get you seeing and looking better than ever before. So thanks, guys.